Hello and welcome to Jurisage Academy's YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss some important areas for CLAT PG and AILET PG 2023 examination. We've also made part 1 of this series, so do check that out from link given in the description box. So we're going to continue discussing a few more important areas that will be very important for CLAT PG as well as AILET PG, the exam for which is scheduled to be held in December 2022. So the first important area will be the 97th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2011. Although this issue has become a little old and still it is important because it hasn't really been tested in CLAT or AILET as much. So 97th Constitutional Amendment and the validity of it is extremely important in light of the judgment in Union of India versus Rajendran Shah, a 2021 case. In this case, the Supreme Court has partially struck down 97th Constitutional Amendment, which deals with the issue of municipalities under the Constitution, the reason for which is non-compliance with the provisions of Article 368 of the Constitution. Now, this case has become recently important because in 2022, in another judgment of Bengal Secretariat Cooperative Land Mortgage Bank versus Alok Kumar, the Supreme Court was discussing some issue relating to a state cooperative law, but in that case also the Supreme Court has made a reference to the judgment of Union of India versus Rajendran Shah and the validity of the 97th Constitutional Amendment. So this remains important for CLAT as well as AILET PG 2023. The second important area is the issue of the 2018 amendment to the PMLA. So the validity of the 2018 amendment to the Prevention of Money Laundering Act is extremely important because in the case of Vijay Madan Lal Chaudhary versus Union of India, the Supreme Court has upheld it as constitutional, whereas the issue of whether what is a money bill and whether such an amendment could be introduced by a money bill is still pending reference to a larger bench. But nevertheless, the issue of the validity of this 2018 amendment remains important for CLAT as well as AILET PG. Next, we have the issue of marital rape. So this again is a very important topic that can be tested in CLAT PG examination. Reason being the High Court judgment in RIT Foundation versus Union of India, in which a 2-judge bench of the Delhi High Court gave a split verdict on whether marital rape should be criminalized under IPC or not. Also, there is another judgment in the case of X versus Principal Secretary, in which the court has held that even though they are not pronouncing on the validity of the marital rape exemption under Section 375, but for the purposes of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, rape will include marital rape. So this still remains an important topic for both CLAT as well as AILET. Lastly, we have the Juvenile Justice Act. So Juvenile Justice Act is also a very important criminal law area that can be tested in both CLAT as well as AILET PG examination. So in this regard, we have 2 important cases. First is a judgment of Barun Chandra Thakur versus Master Bholu, in which the court has given some rules with respect to how the preliminary assessment under the Juvenile Justice Act has to be carried out. And secondly, the case of Vinod Katara versus State of UP, in which the court has held that lodging juveniles in adult prisons violates their right under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. So these are some of the important areas that can be tested in CLAT and AILET PG examination. We'll come with another video making another important areas that will be important. So if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.